What's up guys, Darius here back with another video. I just ate, it was an amazing meal, I feel good, I feel refreshed, I broke my fast and I'm ready to take on the day even though I've been doing a lot of stuff since this morning. I feel good, So for today's video, how I thought I could end this week's worth of vlogs, right? Because I, for now at least, post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so there's no vlogs on the weekend. I thought I would give you guys a little update as to how my week went in terms of the hard drive crashing, right? If you haven't seen my video, make sure to go check it out. It'll explain basically the background story of what I'm going to talk about today. And I just wanted to share what I've been doing this past week, how I've been reacting, what I did to potentially fix this problem from ever happening again, and just sort of wrap this topic up, because it's been quite a week. It's been an interesting week, but it's been a fun week. So if you remember in my last video, what happened was that my hard drive essentially died because my computer froze while there was files being transferred. And when I say files being transferred, there were files being transferred, but it was through my video editing software. So my video editing software, all the files for it, all the libraries, everything is on my external hard drive. And when my computer froze, I just did a hard reset, and then everything froze and my hard drive crashed. And I tried to revive it, it didn't work. So now, to prevent this from ever happening again, I had to think a little bit, because a computer can always freeze. There's no way to prevent a computer from freezing, especially my type of computer, a Hackintosh, which is running Mac on PC parts that are not built by Mac themselves. That is predisposing you to having a lot of bugs, a lot of problems, a lot of your computer sometimes freezing. So that's not really something that you can quote unquote fix by itself. You can't control how your computer freezes or doesn't freeze. So I had to think a little bit more outside the box. I had to think, how can I change my workflow in such a way that this, even though my computer freezes, this will not happen again. For one, if my computer ever freezes, just wait until it unfreezes, hopefully, and never shut it down with a power button, like the physical power button, because that'll risk anything that's connected to it being frozen. Now, also what I did is I first of all bought another hard drive. I had a 2 terabyte hard drive before from like 2011, I think. So maybe that's why it also broke. I don't know. Maybe it was because it was being used. It was old. It was being used a lot. I don't know. So I bought a new one. It's a lot smaller. It's a lot more portable. It's still 2 terabytes. Cost about the same price. And that in itself was not enough, in my opinion, to fix this problem. Because if my computer were to freeze, and let's say there was no way to unfreeze the computer, my files would still be on that hard drive, because on my actual PC, I only have, I think it's a 512 gigabyte SSD, which is good, but it's not enough to keep all of my files, everything needed for vlogs of knowledge and all of that. So I had to think a little bit differently. I needed absolutely 2 terabytes, but I didn't want that 2 terabytes to be the only place where all of my files were hosted. So what I did is I actually have it here. I bought something else. I bought this. If you can see it. This may look like it's a USB. Well, of course it is a USB, but it's not just any kind of USB. It's a special kind of USB. It's a 128 gigabyte SSD. Now, an SSD is still a hard drive, but it's a lot faster. It's solid state drive. For those that don't know about computers, it's a solid state drive SSD, which makes it a lot faster. It's the hard drive that comes, the type of hard drive that comes when you buy any sort of MacBook, any sort of iMac, like they all use SSDs. Windows PCs do not always use SSDs. SSDs are a little more expensive, but they provide you a lot with a much better speeds. And if I'm not mistaken, a more reliable experience. I think you can trust more SSDs than not. So this is 128, this thing is 128 gigabytes. Now that is enough to host, in terms of files and data, to host one Vlogs of Knowledge episode. So what I'm going to do is, whichever the current episode of Vlogs of Knowledge is, all of the files related to that I will keep on this little thing that I have in my pocket. Work from that, it'll work a lot faster on my editing softwares, it'll be a lot faster, and when I'm done I just eject it and that's it. And then once every night I back everything that's up on this portable small, well, what was that? On this portable small SSD drive, back it up to the hard drive that I bought this week too. So then I have, at least for the current working vlogs of knowledge, I have 2 copies at all times. Now I still have to figure out a place to put the 3rd copy in case my external hard drive, the big one of 2 terabytes, fails. I still haven't figured that out yet, but I will eventually. So that's what I'm gonna do. Everything that I work on for the current vlogs of knowledge will be on this small little USB, and then every night I will back it up so that if anything happens to the one that I'm currently working with, I have a backup on my existing external hard drive, and the chances of the existing external hard drive, the big one, being broken, like having the same situation happen again, is a lot less because I won't be using it as much. I'll only literally be using it to keep a backup of everything. It's not going to be used to be worked on every single day like this little thing in my pocket is. So this, I think, will be enough, at least for now, to prevent something like this from ever happening again. Now, I still have to rebuild everything. I still have to redraw every single animations. That's a different problem. I know I said in last Wednesday's video that I was going to work on these pixel characters and rebuild everything. I still haven't because I realized since I have an extra week to post the same Vlogs of Knowledge episode, I have a lot of time. Like, I already know what I have to do for this episode because I have a rendered version, a pre-rendered version without any pictures, without anything, but I have everything of the animation, so I know exactly what animations I need to do. I just have to recreate the same characters, recreate the same backgrounds. I know exactly where to get the images, where to make the characters, so I have a lot of time. So I kind of took it easy for this week, which I guess helped me not be so butthurt about losing my hard drive. I really don't care at all. Like, this improvement that I have in my pocket is gonna give me much better speeds in terms of workflow than I had before. It's most likely gonna lag a lot less. It's going to freeze a lot less because what I was using before was an older hard drive. So all in all, this was a good thing. That's part of the reason why I'm not stressing. That's part of the reason why I'm super happy about it. And yeah, sure, I spent 200 bucks on this and the other hard drive, but it's okay. Like, shit happens and you have to deal with it. Money, if you learn to know me, I don't care about money. I'm happily willing to spend money, especially if I'm investing in something that is going to get me a lot of fun and like a lot of things in the future. I'm totally fine with that. So that's kind of what I've been doing this past week. That's my solution for hopefully not getting this problem again, hopefully not having to rebuild my entire library again. I really don't think it's going to happen. I will eventually probably make a 3rd backup somewhere, somehow, at some point in time, but I think for now, this will be good. This will be enough to help me keep going forward, keep growing my Vlogs of Knowledge channel, keep bringing value to you guys, and, you know, just keep improving as a person. So I hope that this video was useful for you. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment about what you thought about this video. If you know anything about computers, or you know how I could potentially add another layer of protection to my files, please, I'm all ears. I would love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, my name has been Darius. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you all next week. Peace.